Welcome back to the news at 10. The Senate has begun an investigative hearing to unravel allegations of abuse of the Treasury's single accounts regime. President Buhari gave the directive that all government ministries, departments and agencies pay all revenues and monies accruing to the federal government into a federal sub-treasury account maintained by the Central Bank of Nigeria. However, federal lawmakers on December 11th at legislative proceedings expressed fears that the private firm hired to mop up government revenue is costing the nation billions of naira in fees.
Last week, the Senate Committees on Finance, Banking and Other Financial Institutions began an investigative hearing to get to the bottom of allegations of the abuse of the Treasury Single Account Regime, TSA. A federal lawmaker on December 11th raised an alarm that the appointment of a private firm to collect government revenue from ministries, departments and agencies into the Treasury single account is a gross violation of Section 162, subsection 1 of the 1999 Constitution. Federal lawmakers disapproved of a 1% commission which the private firm was allegedly collecting to mop up the revenue.
In October 2011, the management of the CBN.
The CBN governor, in his presentation, disclosed how much has been collected into the Treasury single account so far.
We now have, as at the 8th of December 2015, a total of 2.038 trillion naira in the TSA.
He also made an interesting observation as regards the 1% commission, which has been the bone of contention.
I'd like to confess that I did not really know, because I have to say what I know. I did not know that a 1% charge, I'm talking of me now, I did not know there was a 1% charge that was being taken on that account until the Senate and House raised it when we were summoned to the office of the Senate President.
The Accountant General of the Federation completely disassociated himself from the contract signed with System Specs to provide the e-collection platform.
There is no MOU between Office of Accountant General of the Federation and CBN on either appointment of remitter, which is the issue being discussed now.
The managing director of System Specs, however, had a different version.
System Specs has a valid contract with CBN for the provision of the payment gateway that supports payment and collections of government revenue. The fees were discussed by all stakeholders, set by CBN and OAGF, communicated to all by the CBN and included in our contract.
The Senate President and the Chairman of a joint committee, Senator John Eno, emphasized that the purpose of the investigation is not to witch hunt anyone, but to ensure that due process is followed in government transactions. The investigative hearing is expected to continue on Tuesday, December 15th. Linda Akibe, Channels Television News.
Our community report tonight takes us to Pt.3 community in Ebonyi State, where the Amanok Cave, one of the numerous endowments in the state, is situated. Despite its potential for tourism, the 4-kilometer cave with various compartments seems to be suffering some form of neglect as the host community laments the situation. Our correspondent, Chris Lems, reports.
Pt.3 community is about a 2-hour drive from the city center, Abakaliki. And it is located in Afikpo South local government area. What brings us here is the Amanok Cave, adjudged to be one of the longest in Africa. The climb to the hilltop begins, and this takes several minutes. There is a small village located here known as Amanok, after which the cave was named. And the people here are predominantly farmers. Amanok community is devoid of modern amenities and depicts some level of neglect. This obviously is not heartwarming for the chief here, who takes his time to express his feelings.
I'm more than proud because it's nature. Nature has given us that very cave. Some people are not happy for the cave remaining here. If they can carry it away, they carry it. Let me rest to avoid confusion. By describing the cave ordinary like this, you go there and see and know what to write. Okay, Maman!
Exploration begins. The path to the cave is a little bushy, an indication that this natural endowment is left unattended to. We arrived at the first underground compartment, a large open space occupied by bats. The journey into the other compartment starts, and we are all expected to watch our heads, bend as low as possible, and hold each other. We arrived at the second compartment, which seems even bigger, with a natural vent. And as wide as this place looks, there are no traces of wild animals.
That time they put that dog, why didn't the dog shoot?
It's more like a sitting room with a dining spot. The experience is exhilarating, and one can only wonder why this spectacle for wonder is left this way, when the communities around could benefit from the influx of tourists to this site.
The problem we have in Amanok cave is that it's a hard-to-reach area. There's no road here, no infrastructure, no school, no hospital, because of it's a hard-to-reach area.
The expedition is complete. It's time to go, but not before a visit to the source of drinking water for the community. This water comes from the rock and has never run dry for once, even in the peak of the dry season. Our assignment here is complete, and now homeward bound. We hope that Ebonyi State will look inward and put to good use its natural endowment. Chris Illems, Channels Television News.
Now the news. Inspector General of Police Mr. Solomon Arase says the Anambra State government has set a worthy pace in security management in Nigeria. He said this during the commissioning of 25 specially equipped police patrol vehicles donated by the Anambra State government. The governor, Willie Obiano, said he did this to reiterate his commitment to ensuring the safety of lives and property in the state.
Dr. Alex Ekweme Square was the venue for the August occasion. And the arrival of the Anambra State Governor and the Inspector General of Police threw the crowd into an excited frenzy.
Today, Anambra State comes first.
The Deputy Governor of Anambra State shared the security exploits of the current administration, while the State Commissioner of Police gave an insight into what the advanced security cars can do.
This administration under Willie Obiano has shown its commitment to security. Upper Iweka, which was known as the crime headquarters of the Southeast, is now a garden of peace. With these equipment in place, the police and the road safety are ever prepared to battle this storm. The vehicles and indeed the security equipment will be effectively deployed and properly utilized to propel and re-energize the ongoing months internal security operations in the state.
Before the governor's speech, the personnel for the operation who are on hand put on a dress rehearsal. The governor of Anambra State, Willie Obiano, promised that the efficiency of the high-tech smart cars will be a strong aid to fighting crime.
With these 25 special patrol cars we are introducing today, we have entered a new phase in the pursuit of security in Anambra State.
These cars are modeled after the rapid response cars used by the police in the United States of America. The mere appearance of these cars gives a strong warning of the resolve of my administration to free our people from the fear of violent criminals for good. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
The cars were commissioned and test-driven by the governor in company of the Inspector General of Police. Security remains a priority for the Anambra state government, one which the current administration say they will ensure to maintain peace and stability.
14-year-old Anthony Ike-Okoro has emerged a winner of the PZ Cousins Carex Chemistry Challenge for 2015. Anthony takes home the star prize of 700,000 naira, among other gifts. The competition, which is in 3 stages, is tested through quiz and other practicals and runs within 1 month in about 10 centers here in Lagos.
The importance of washing hands as a means to healthy living topped the agenda at the PZ Cousins Carex Chemistry Competition for 2015, and so both participating and observing students' first activity was to wash their hands. Then it's off to the quiz center for the finals of the 3-stage competition, which started in 10 centers across Lagos State in November. The 4 contestants here are the survivors from the first and second stages written examinations. To determine the winner, the contestants participate in quiz and practicals, both in chemistry. And after the exercise came the results from the judges and prizes.
Can we come forward to celebrate with them?
The winner of the PZ Cousins Carex Chemistry Challenge for 2015 is 14-year-old Anthony Ike-Okoro. He beat his competitors with 60 points out of 60 in the quiz competition and 28.8 points out of 40 in practicals. He is rewarded with 700,000 naira cash prize, a trophy, a laptop, and gold medal. His win also rewards his teacher with 100,000 naira and 100,000 naira worth of chemistry textbooks to his school. All these are presented to him by the Managing Director of PZ Cousins Family Care, Mr. Alex Guma.
Yes! Wow! This goes out to the winner. Very important.
Okay, for this competition, I had to finish like two textbooks just to make sure that I cover every area of chemistry.
Occupying second place is Karim Wajid with 45 points in the quiz competition and 40.4 in practicals. He goes home with 500,000 naira, a laptop, and silver medal. Then in third position is Joseph Samuel, and the prize of 400,000 naira is presented by the chairman of the Competition Advisory Board, Professor Oladile Oshibanjo. Chineke Naemeka came fourth. Joyfully, Nigeria's Group Corporate Affairs and Administration Director, Mrs. Yomi Ifaturoti, presents him with his check of 300,000 naira. PZ Cousins Foundation says it has packaged this competition as a way to promote the learning of chemistry amongst Nigerian senior secondary school students.